you dig? I'm spending this shit on my bitch and my kids. I'm sending the bit, not the beans. This motherfucker pink slip, nigga, no rents. I don't want you gonna do nothing if I gotta be the one tell you to spend. These fuck niggas telling for nothing, and I gotta be the one calling them friends. Drop top Rolls Royce, I don't know the kind, I don't know the name of it. Fuck this little bitch last night and this morning, but I don't know the name of it. She told that pussy she don't know nothing about him, and this fuck this fame up. We want the same mud, not the green, my nigga, the same mud. Mommy, you a thigh, I don't want shots. Brother, you a rat. My brother. Twin, you a pack. Running through sex. Hey. Louis V slacks. Louis. Hermes trench. Hermes. Swim pool heated. Yeah, she ain't tryna eat it. She ain't tryna what? Shawty, you can beat it. Drink a 2 liter, ride a 2-seater, round with an eater. Calling me Poppy, I'm calling her mommy, and senorita. I ain't been cocky, but I've been putting on ever since people. Fuck me good the first day, a nigga might keep her. Blowing money fast like a fucking cheetah. I've been in the trenches filled with hyenas. Boo got a spider, whip that bitch from the side. Money on money, these millions, you dig? I'm spending this shit on my bitch and my kids. I'm sending the bit, not the beans. This motherfucker pink slip, nigga, no rent. I don't want you gonna do nothing if I gotta be the one tell you to spend. These fuck niggas telling for nothing, and I gotta be the one calling them friends. Oh God. Drop top Rolls Royce, I don't know the kind, I don't know the name of it. Fuck this little bitch last night and this morning, but I don't know the name of it. She told that pussy she don't know nothing about him, and this fuck this fame up. We want the same mud, not the green, my nigga, the same mud.
You identify my bitches with APs. She ain't got an AP, she is not mine.
You cold. He cold.
She belongs to the streets.
Spoil little bitch went petty. Rose gold snake, she a Betty. Transport far and go slatty. Dogging out a hole like Shaggy. Cutter went spit, went caddy. Pull up with the cutter, we ready. For the out bitch, I'm petty. Ice style bowling these spaghetti. First off, gotta go get it. Talk, let's do more spinning. Walk down, shit get drenched. Turn the whole city up litty. Bad bitch coulda went vitty. Savage, 21 killers. Brad bitch round with the sister. Dog ass hoe, you a thotty. Bruh turn cop, new body. Twin, you wreck, you smoke. Shoot him in the head, you the goat. Coulda went fed, went broke. Trap nigga living off the ocean. They found on the roads, I don't know. The eaters go everywhere I go.
Money on money, these millions, you dig? I'm spending this shit on my bitch and my kids. I'm sending the bit, not the beans. This motherfucker pink slip, nigga, no rents. I don't want you gonna do nothing if I gotta be the one tell you to spend. These fuck niggas telling for nothing, and I gotta be the one calling them friend. Drop top Rolls Royce, I don't know the kind, I don't know the name of it. Fuck this little bitch last night and this morning, but I don't know the name of it. She told that pussy she don't know nothing about him, and this fuck this fame up. We want the same mud, not the green, my nigga, the same mud.
Yo. My bad, Cudzo.
There's only one chord.
Soy Boy constantly stalks Kirchi.
What the fuck? He just finished? No, I had an important talk with my girl. A lot has happened today. God damn. I was in a meeting, a really important meeting. Let's see. And oh, guys, do you guys remember? Do you guys remember that I was gonna get sponsorship from a game? Well, anyone who said yeah, I'm no longer getting it. Yeah. I don't know why, but I checked. They said the game was delayed, so the sponsorship might be held back. And I said, okay, fine. I'm fine with it. And I checked whether the game is actually delayed, and it was delayed. The game was delayed. You know, it's a new game. But I checked my sponsorship in that website. It is no longer there. I don't know why they removed that. You know, they could have just updated the date. Man, I'm so bummed. I was gonna get a lot of money. I did not delay the game. Why will I? How much? Like 3 figures. And also, my account, one of my card has been overdrafted. I don't know why. Is it because, man? I need to fucking check my account. See all transactions, student loan paid. Game. Oh. Man, I don't know where the fuck is my money. I seriously don't know. Wait, what the fuck is this? Who did I pay? Am I getting hacked? I don't think they can hack. Shit. 500. 300. Oh my god. Let's see my credit card. As soon as I opened my fucking credit card, the first transaction was Blink Fitness. I don't fucking go. Wait. Oh my god, my sister is actually using my card. Apple Digital Service. The fuck do I have? I'm paying something in Apple bill. I don't know what this is. I don't think I have anything. I know for sure I have nothing. I'm just gonna go to my credit card and say, hey, I'm gonna talk to my credit card people. Because this is ridiculous. Okay, right here. 1, 2. Alright, right here. April 30. No, it was not April 30. It was May 2nd. I am so confused. So they did not charge me. Oh, I don't think they charged me. I'm never using TurboTax. I just saw TurboTax, what do you call that? TurboTax bill. Fucking I nearly paid $400. Holy shit. I paid $388 because they said I will get like I will get someone that I can speak to who will help me with my fucking credit. I mean not credit, with my tax. And I chatted and I waited for like 1 hour. No one fucking replied back. I'm stupid. I can't do my taxes myself. And I was like, you know what? Let me get some people to help me. Fucking piece of shit never came. I still had to pay so much. Oh, do Amazon actually? Interesting. Yeah, this month I fucking spent so much and I haven't forgotten about the medical bill. Hooray! Oh, fuck US medicine, bro. Fuck US medical industry. Bro, spell is making too much fucking emote, bro. What is that? Yes, I have to pay $2,474. Be grateful. Yeah. And also, that's not that's not it. That's only for ER, by the way. There's more for urgent care. The first urgent care I ever went, it was how much? I think it was $300. No, the same urgent clinic care I went before, I only paid, it only charged me like $60, and the second time I went, it charged me $300. Why? Urgent care is like $150? No, it's not. Listen, self-funded is a good insurance if you don't go to hospital a lot. But fucking I got a kidney stone and I had to take a lot of... Man, shut up. Oh, chat. I recently went to doctor again. Not doctor. Oh, what is this? I recently went to do a blood test again. Do you guys want to see my blood test report? Oh, there's more stuff. Where's my doc? Where is my doc? I did cholesterol tests, guys. And I also did HIV tests. TSH test? Well, I don't know what this is. Thyroid stimulation hormone. Oh, what was that? What the fuck was that? Yeah, so where's my duck? Imagine if you log in months ago, you will have 500k in health. Shut up, man. HIV test before visiting Europe. It's not because of that. I went and the doctor said I'm gonna give you HIV blood test as well, and I asked her why, and then she said it's a protocol, and I said okay. I didn't really what do you call that, say much because I am not expert. I don't think I'm leaking anything if I'm there, right? Yeah. By the way, the fucking doctor took like five fucking glasses. Well, what is that tube called? Test tube? Yeah, vials. Alright. They took 5 of them. And this is all my tests for... This was April, and this was May 6th. Basically on Tuesday. Yep, yesterday. Why did I forget it was yesterday? Nice PFP. Thanks, man. Doc's doc. Alright. Alright. What is this? I don't know what this is. Hemoglobin. A1C. Yo, Vegeta, I see you. Get on Discord, cuz. Hemo, whatever this is called, bruh. Start paying Vegeta for his time? Nah, man, I'm good. Homo, I never said homo. What up, Kazo?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I can't stick around for long. I have a exam for my neurology rotation on Friday that I have to study for, but so you got what's it called? Test results?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. Is this you want to I hear myself. Okay, there we go. You went to did you go for a physical, or why'd you get these test results done?
Huh?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's up?
Yeah, I think you cut off. So what was the reason? Did you just go in for a general physical, or were you like there for follow-up for something?
Yeah, it's I'm gonna be honest.
Mm-hmm.
So I got kidney, right? And they took some blood report right here before. Urine tests and stuff.
Yeah, we went through those when you got those done. Yeah.
And then the doctor did like a follow-up, basically, right? They didn't really. I didn't really speak to the doctor. It's just like I need to take some more blood sample. That's what I heard. And I asked for this TSH. That right?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. For thyroid. Yep.
Yeah, and also let me check the notes. I think you said to me. Hold on, let me check. I know.
The A1C. I told you to get A1C.
A1C.
Yep.
What is this?
Yeah.
number?
So A1C. Okay. So let's start at the bottom. Okay. With the TSH.
Also, I have a question. I went kidney. I went to hospital for kidney test and did urine, right? This one, which is
Yeah.
bad. Why did they not do another test for urine?
Because if you're not having symptoms, there's no need for you to do it. It's not going to tell us anything new with that, unless you're having symptoms.
Oh, okay. I
So,
see.
yeah,
Oh.
they're not going to make you do a test. I mean, that's actually a good thing, right? You don't want to be taking unnecessary tests that's just going to cost more money. So that's why they wouldn't make you do it.
All right. Which one
Unless
is?
you were still having...
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, what's up?
Which one is diabetes one?
That's the A1C at the top. That's the
All
one
right.
at
So
the
let's
top
go
that I
there
asked you to
at the
get.
end.
Okay. So
Alright.
TSH, so let me just break this down. So TSH is looking for your thyroid levels, right?
Yeah.
So thyroid hormone is very important for controlling kind of what we call the metabolic rate of the body.
Yeah.
Too high thyroid levels, or what we call hyperthyroidism, can lead to things like excessive weight loss, a lot of times high blood pressure, sweating. Basically, your body is like always on its on mode. You can kind of think about it like that.
Right.
On the other hand, if thyroid hormone gets too low, then you can get hypothyroidism, and that can make people feel very tired, fatigued. It can lead to weight gain,
Okay.
and basically you're just kind of feeling down all the time because
Right.
your body's not utilizing as much energy all the time.
So this
So
is
with the
good.
TSH, yeah, so you're in normal range, which is good. If that level gets very high, it's actually the opposite of what you would think. So TSH, if it's really high, then that would usually indicate that you have hypothyroidism or low thyroid hormone. And if
Right.
it's very low, then it would indicate that you might have hyperthyroidism. So in this case, yours is normal, which is good. That means you don't need to be on any medication for it. You're at what we call euthyroid level. So
So this has to do with metabolism, you said?
Yes. So
Okay.
thyroid hormone is like the central hormone that controls your body's metabolic rate, essentially. It's what you can think about it. It does a lot of things in the body, but that's kind of the sum of what it does. It's metabolism.
So I can't blame my metabolism.
Yeah, you can't blame weight gain on hypothyroidism in this case, because you don't your labs don't show that you have it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Hepatitis. Hepatitis.
Yeah. So hepatitis C. Yes. So for family medicine, one of the kind of things we look at for screening things is something called the United States Preventative Services Task Force, or USPSTF. That kind of released guidelines for what people should be screened for different things. One of the guidelines say that every adult between the ages of 18 to 79 should be tested for hepatitis C at least once in their life, even if you don't have symptoms. So I think that's probably why they wanted to just screen it. It doesn't mean you have symptoms or anything,
right.
but it's good to get it screened for that. So let's see here. So they didn't see any antibodies to hepatitis C, which basically means you've never been infected, and I guess you've never had the vaccination for it either. Have you never gotten the hepatitis C vaccine?
I haven't got any sort of injection for a long time.
Yes. Okay. So sometimes antibody levels can wane over time as well. So it is possible maybe you got vaccinated several years ago. And maybe it's just not showing up right now. Let's see here. See interpretation on. Yeah. So basically, what this test is essentially just telling you is that they didn't find any genetic material of the hepatitis C virus in your blood, which means you've never been exposed to it, which is a good thing, right? You don't have hepatitis C. Yeah.
Nice. All right. So antibody.
Yep. Hep B is another one. So sometimes this one can be a little bit different. So okay, so I'm glad that you see that. So this is why it's important to look at these lab results very carefully, because there's different antibodies for hepatitis B. The surface antibody will be positive either if you have hepatitis, you've been exposed to hepatitis B in the past and you've kind of recovered from the infection, or if you have had the vaccine, it will also be positive. So this just means that either you've had the infection in the past and you recovered, or you've been vaccinated. In your case, you've probably been vaccinated against it. It's a common vaccine that newborns will get. So that's probably the case.
So
There's
this is
another
normal.
antibody. So in
Normal
order
value
to
reactive. I see.
wonder what I will have for
yeah,
lunch
so
tomorrow.
in order to make sure that this is due to a vaccine, they usually check another antibody called the hepatitis B core antibody. If that is positive, that means you've had the infection in the past. Because the vaccine won't cause that to be positive. So go back to the list and click on the other hepatitis B test result. I'm guessing it was probably for the
Antigen.
core antibody. Yeah, click on that one.
Nice.
No, wait, that's still the surface one. Did they not do a core? That is very surprising if they didn't do a core one as well.
Yeah, they're stupid.
Oh no, they did antigen. Okay, so they did antigen. Click on the antigen one again. Non-reactive. Okay, so the antigen basically is a measure of active hepatitis B. So if you currently had hepatitis B, then that would be reactive.
I was joking.
I'm still surprised why they didn't test the core antibody. I would have checked that as well, because that is what we look at to make sure that you've been vaccinated. Oh, someone's telling me third from the top is
right
the
there.
core. Wait, go back on antibody. Go back on the first one. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, they did check for it. Okay.
Should we go for here or HIV?
Let's check the hepatitis B one first, just to make sure that you don't have it. Okay, non-react. Okay, so great. So that means that all those test results basically, in summation, mean that you've been vaccinated. Yeah, you've never had the hepatitis B virus. You've just been vaccinated against.
Oh wait, this is like sexual transmitted disease. Right?
Hep B it can be sexually transmitted. It can be passed from mother to child, in pregnancy, or it can be passed through things like like IV drugs or like shared needles or blood products sometimes too.
All right, cool. All right, let's go for HIV.
Okay, HIV.
A-B screen.
Yes. So HIV is another one per the is another one per the USPSTF, the organization I was telling you. They recommend that every single person between the ages of 15 to 65 should be tested at least once in their lifetime for HIV, regardless of symptoms. So you're non-reactive, so that means you don't have HIV.
All right.
Which is good to yeah.
All right.
Let's look at your lipid panel. Now these last two are the ones I'm most curious about. So lipid panel will tell you your cholesterol levels, and I'll tell you what the ones to look out for in this are. Okay. So that is what I was kind of wondering about. Okay. So let's start with total cholesterol. Now, a lot of times total cholesterol will be checked. If it's elevated, it's oftentimes not a good sign, but that's not all. In terms of when we look at things like cardiac health or the health of your heart, the value we're going to be looking at are two things. One is your HDL, which is to the right.
Yeah.
So that is what I like to tell my patients is HDL is the good cholesterol in your body. That ideally should be pretty high, because what HDL does is it takes the cholesterol that's building up in your blood vessels and it kind of returns it back to the liver. So it's kind of like cleaning up the cholesterol. So you want that to be kind of high. Yours is within normal range, which is great. Now, LDL is what we call the bad cholesterol. LDL is the particle that will deposit cholesterol into your blood vessels. And if that's super high, then that can be a bad risk factor for things like heart attacks, strokes, other kind of peripheral vessel disease. So in your case, it is high. It's borderline high. 131 is not great. For people who have other kind of risk factors or like a what we call high risk for future adverse events, the general recommended amount is to keep that under 100. Even though this scale says between 80 to 129, if someone is like at high risk, then under 100. In fact, cardiologists say that ideally we would want high risk to be under 70 for LDL. So that's why a lot of the patients who come into the hospital, like I've seen the last week I was on stroke service, whenever we had a stroke patient, we would oftentimes get this full lipid panel for them in the hospital. And if even if their LDL was at like 112, we would start them on a medication called a statin. Statin medications are medications that are used to lower your cholesterol levels and LDL. In your case, you're still pretty young. You're what, like 30 years old, right? So you would not need to be started on a statin right now, but things like lifestyle modifications, and that's why I was kind of emphasizing to you with the diet and everything and exercise, because those are really, really great ways to kind of lower your LDL in the long term, because this is still correctable. It's not like you need to be put on a medication. If you work on diet and healthy eating, you really can bring that LDL level down.
Okay. I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So, do all fat people have this LDL high?
Not necessarily. I don't think it's a universal thing that like, oh, if you have it, you necessarily, oh, every single person who's overweight is going to have it, or vice versa is not true either. If it's not every single person who has high LDL is overweight. Either. I've seen plenty of people who are, look actually pretty thin and have just really high cholesterol levels. Part of it could be genetic as well. There's familial syndromes that put people at higher risk for LDL, like at higher LDL levels. But in general, this is one of the things we do look at for heart health. If it's high, then puts your chances of further kind of heart disease and blood vessel disease down the line at a higher chance.
Right. So what should I do to improve this number?
That's a great question. So diet. So when I say go on a diet, it doesn't mean eat less. I mean eat more healthy food. Weight loss is a great strategy for things like hypertension, but for LDL and things, you want to really cut down on what we call the saturated fats in your diet. Things like lard, things like animal fat, you should not be eating a lot of. Instead, you want to have more protein intake. You want to have less of the kind of fried processed foods in your diet. The other thing is, a big one is exercise. You need to be more active.
So basically,
the more you kind of...
Yeah, I have bad fat around my body, around my organ.
It's cholesterol. This is not measuring fat necessarily.
So if I have high cholesterol, this will be low, right?
That is ideal. Theoretically, yes, if your HDL is higher, but that's not necessarily how it works. Sometimes you can have normal HDL with high LDL. Sometimes you can have high of both. Sometimes you can have low both.
Okay.
So it's not like an exact correlation like that. This is just kind of giving us a general picture of what your health is like.
And typically, where's the heart attack range? What number is it?
So, I mean, there's no range where I would say it's 100% chance of heart attack or anything. Like I'm saying, any value that's higher than the reference range there kind of puts you at increased risk in the future. And ideally, you'd want this to be under 100, I would say. In fact, cardiologists, like I said, recommend under 70 for people at high risk.
Damn.
Especially if you have other comorbid risk factors, things like hypertension, diabetes. If you have things like that, you really want to be thinking about this, I would say.
Okay. All right, and this thing,
Yeah, so that's another. Some doctors like using non-HDL instead of LDL. That's also taking into account like your triglycerides or something like that. In general, I would say LDL is the more reliable, like the more studied kind of value for heart health. So that's just another calculation of your enzymes. Triglycerides, the one on top. A lot of people will have high triglycerides. The only thing that it puts you at risk for is something called pancreatitis, which is an inflammation of the pancreas if it's really, really high. And that can be lethal actually, but that you'll only be at we only start worrying about that high of triglycerides when it's like above 1,000. You're nowhere near that, so you don't have to worry about
so
that.
I'm safe.
Yeah.
And this is my overall chart, right?
That is your overall cholesterol. I
Okay.
wouldn't. It's not super useful to just look at overall cholesterol because that's taking into account your good and bad cholesterol. I would say
Right.
the
But-
LDL is the one that we really look
Right.
at.
But again, if you look at the overall cholesterol, it says 199. So I'm kind of safe, no? Because here desirable,
Yeah, I
lower
mean,
than
if you're
200.
just looking at that, but then, like I said, that's also taking into account like your HDL and things like that, right? So
let's
typically,
say,
most of
yeah, go on.
the studies that have been done from a cardiac perspective that have looked at like high cholesterol and its relation to disease look at LDL, not total cholesterol.
So I'm not an expert, but judging by this, like let's say like I can eat like 100 more tacos for it to become 200, right? So if I eat just
Okay,
99, I'll be kind of fine.
I wouldn't put it like that. No,
How much
I
taco
don't think
can
it
I
has
eat?
any. You're doing Chad saying birria math. No, I don't think you can't like put it into like numbers like that. Like it's not that I wouldn't put it like that. I think looking at your LDL levels, you need to be making healthier lifestyle choices before that number gets even higher. That's the bottom line. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not going to cut any. I'm just going to keep it 100% honest with you. This looking at this chart, I think you need to be putting in more effort into
But again,
diet and exercise. Yeah.
if you have checked many chart, am I the worst?
No, there's people out there who I've seen LDLs in over 200, right? But those are typically you don't want to be where they are. Those are the
Bunch
people
of
who are
fat
coming into the
fucks.
hospital with stroke. No, those are the people who are coming into the hospital with stroke. You do not want to be at that level. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I would, yeah, exactly, yeah.
All right.
Okay,
So
bottom line is,
go on.
I said, yeah, just bottom line is you need to be, I would recommend highly to be making some lifestyle modifications. Like I said, this is not, at your age, this is entirely, it is entirely possible to bring this down with just lifestyle changes without using any medication.
How long does it take for me to be in normal range? Like let's say 100.
It's hard to say. Every person's body is different. Some people it might take longer. Some people it might take less. It all depends on how your body kind of.
So basically, if I'm losing weight, that means this is gonna go down as well because it's stored in your kind of fat is stored in your organ around your organ, right? LDL?
Yeah. So this is not exactly measuring the fat in your organs. It's LDL is what we call like it's a lipoprotein that your liver makes in response to whenever you eat a meal, your body will release LDL and HDL and all these lipoproteins as part of the digestion process. So if you're eating a very fatty meal or a very meal heavy in lipids, then you're gonna see elevated levels of these. The other thing I wanted to ask you: did you fast before these labs? Were you not eating anything for 8 hours? Okay, yeah, that's another important thing because sometimes if people don't fast, then their LDL will be elevated because of that.
Oh, so basically what you're saying is that my liver is the cause of this LDL, not because I'm eating, right?
No, it is because you're eating. Your liver is responsible for creating these particles in response to what you've eaten.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Noted.
Yeah.
Fucking liver, bro.
It doesn't indicate like people with liver damage. Yes, sometimes they'll have like things like that. But to assess your liver health, I think we would have to look at other things like your liver function tests. I don't think they've done that for you here, so I don't think we can look at those.
Right.
It's something called AST and ALT, but I didn't see that in your your results. Yeah.
All right, let's go for A1C.
Yeah. Here we go.
This is for Chad, if you don't know what this is, you're stupid like me. This is for diabetes, but I got pre-diabetic, but I'm diabetes or not.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. What's up? Huh?
okay.
Huh?
Yeah. Nice. Okay. Yeah. So, just a breakdown of what this means. So, A1C is a measure. Basically, whenever your body has sugar in its blood, part of that sugar will kind of attach to the hemoglobin in your red blood cells, and that's what we call a hemoglobin A1C. It's a much better measure of your average blood glucose levels over the past 3 months, rather than just taking a one-time glucose test, because that can sometimes be inaccurate, right? If you had something to eat, sometimes it will be high. That can fluctuate day to day, but this is a much better indicator because the average is over 3 months.
Okay.
So for A1C, so diabetes would be at a A1C of 6.5 or higher. Pre-diabetes, pre-diabetes is at 5.7 to 6.4 typically.
Holy shit.
And then anything under 5.7 is not pre-diabetes. So you're at 5.4, so you're not at the even at pre-diabetes yet.
All right. Yet. Why are you saying yet, bro? I'm not gonna get that at all.
I mean, if you continue to gain weight, you can. That's one of the biggest things that, weight gain leads to what we call insulin resistance. And when you have insulin resistance, that's predisposing you to diabetes.
So based on your knowledge, I don't really have pre-diabetic, but can I still get what do you call that? Ozempic or whatever you said before?
Yeah. So Ozempic, that drug is only indicated for diabetes. So you would not be eligible for Ozempic. There is another drug which is the same exact active ingredient as Ozempic, called Wegovy. That's used for weight loss. But in order to qualify for Wegovy, I believe you need to have a certain BMI threshold. I think it's like 35 or something like that. So if you're under that, then your insurance probably won't cover it. Let's see. Wegovy. BMI. Your insurance. Let me just look it up. 30 or higher. Okay. So what I'm seeing online is you need to have a BMI of 30 or higher, or a BMI of 27 or higher with at least one weight-related medical condition.
Yeah, but I'm self-funded. I don't think my insurance will pay for anything.
So if you're self-funded, then I think we talked about this a while back, but those medications can be quite expensive, sure. Yeah. Self-funded. I'm talking I've seen, at least when things might have changed since I was in my family medicine rotation, but when I was rotating with family med, and a lot of times we would get patients who wanted to start on these medications, and if they were to pay out of pocket, it could run you up to $1,200 per month, I think, or something like that.
Okay, let me show you my fucking I don't want to leak something. I don't think I will. Billing summary. Let me show you billing summary. Oh, what the fuck? Fat fuck. Once you
be
get
careful,
off
man.
that fat plus drug,
you might be leaking.
You will I'm not showing the string.
Oh, you're not showing.
Because of your fat ass eating habits.
Oh man, yeah.
So
did your insurance cover it? Okay, it did. Okay, yeah.
Just for diagnose clinic, why are they charging me $626?
Dude, this is why healthcare in this country is messed up, I would say. The reason that they charge so much for people in general is because they know insurances they have to highball the insurance companies. Essentially, that's the whole reason why. It's really stupid, and I wish it wasn't like this, but that's the only reason why, even an ER, an emergency room visit will often cost people thousands upon thousands of dollars, because what they're essentially going to do is present a huge bill to your insurance company, and your insurance company is going to try to bargain and say, we're only going to pay this much, and it's essentially just a bargaining war. So they're just trying to get as much money as they can out of the insurance.
So my insurance did not really bargain shit, right?
Yeah, so if you don't have great insurance, it's not gonna probably pay that much.
Bro,
and then you're
it's
gonna
Acna.
end up eating the cost. Yeah, but even among there's different plans, right? Wait, this was so. Wait, so which clinic? So this is the clinic you went to for the blood test or for your kidney stones?
Nah, kidney stones is here. Emergency visit. 2,400.
Oh, shit, Yeah. Yeah, exactly. See, they highball your insurance, but then you're pending. You have a pending insurance bill as
Doc,
well.
I have a question. It says emergency room, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there was no emergency room. I was sitting in the fucking chair, in a waiting room, the whole time.
Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, they come up with great. I've heard stories of insurance companies charging over $100 for a pill of Tylenol. It's or not insurance companies, hospitals. Just so they can build the insurance. It's insane how messed up the healthcare system is in this country.
It says IV therapy, but I did not receive no IV therapy. They just injected some liquid inside, and it was not
so that's what they mean.
no, but
It's not
normally
it was just fluids, probably, right?
Yeah, normally IV therapy is you put it in the bag and you put it, and it's giving you fluid all the time. No.
Not always. You can have an IV just to inject some quick medications into your bloodstream. Sometimes just to get your fluid levels up real quick. It doesn't necessarily mean a continuous IV. But yeah, this is crazy, right? You're seeing how much they're charging for that. Yeah, that's insane. Yeah.
By the way, they're charging me $538. Last question.
Yeah,
it says pharmacy.
Crazy. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So this is the painkiller, right?
So ketorolac is what we call Toradol, which is a quick acting it's a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug. So it's similar to ibuprofen, for example.
That was $1.
At the beginning.
Crazy.
Yeah. Toradol is not that expensive, so I would be surprised if they were charging a lot for that.
Okay. I mean, the blood test is not that expensive, right?
Which one?
All of this. Laboratory.
$100, yeah. Yeah, it's. I mean, it depends, right? $126 for these tests. I think that is pretty standard. I don't think they were overcharging. A lot of places will charge around that much.
Right. So basically, I went for emergency for basically ER because of kidney stone, right? And they called me to do a follow-up, and this is the clinic I went for follow-up. They didn't ask me much. They checked my vitals again, basically my vitals, right? And they just told me to get blood tests. That's all they did.
Yeah.
The fuck was. And now I have to do blood test. After blood test, I have to go to doctor again. What's the point of this one? I don't get it. Why can't they just?
Why can't they just schedule the blood test?
Yeah.
I think technically they're kind of required to see a lot of some clinics have that requirement where they have to see it. Honestly, next time if you want to get your lab drawn, I don't know if you have there's some labs out there that won't require a referral from a physician for you to get the labs drawn. So I don't know if you, for example, there's Quest Diagnostics, or there's other labs out there as well. Yeah. That will you can kind of just order it yourself, if that makes sense. You'll have to pay I think the price, and your insurance may or may not cover it, but you wouldn't need to see a doctor beforehand.
Yeah, but I like
results.
Yeah, I like the idea of all of my report being in my chart.
Yeah, but what you can do then in that case is you can get the blood draw, and then you can send it to your doctor's office, and they can put it in your chart.
So I'm probably gonna get another one of this bill, and also
probably. I mean, if you're gonna go to your doctor to go over the results, then probably
Do you see pending insurance? These are not done, by the way. I checked my insurance, and my insurance saying, yo, you have some what do you call it? Something. I need to report something. I don't know what I just said.
Yeah, I don't know what you said.
Yeah,
Either.
basically my insurance is ass. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, the insurance company's motive is to not pay, right? The less they can pay, the happier they are. So they're gonna like try to make it difficult for you to get reimbursed at any step that they can. Which is just it just kind of speaks to how crappy the insurance system is. But yeah, unfortunately, that's just the reality of these like private insurance companies.
I have one last question. So. So insurance basically negotiated, right? I got discount. This is not what they covered. I got discount, right? So can I?
So yeah.
Yeah.
So there's different. I mean, I'm sure. Do you know like how insurance, like the different words in the insurance, like there's like deductibles, co-pays, out-of-pocket maximums, like things like that. Like it depends on where you are in your coverage. For that to work.
One last thing. Can I still negotiate this amount?
It's a little bit. Wait, can you click on that I next to the what it says there? My insurance is not responded to. So yeah, it says pending, but I think at the end of the day, the insurance is not going to cover that amount. You can give your insurance company a call and try to make your case. For them to try, if you want to try to get them to cover a little bit more, but I doubt that anything's going to come of it. They're probably just not going to pay it. So you're more than likely going to be responsible for that.
So can I call the hospital and say, "Yo, I'm a poor guy. I can't pay this much."
You can try. I mean, a lot of hospitals have like policies. If you can genuinely prove that you're not able to afford it, then they might have like they have charity pools, a lot of hospitals that they can dip into and things like that, or they have like social services that for things like that that you could be put into contact with. But if you had like a private insurance, I doubt that you would qualify for any of that. That's typically for like, the people without health insurance, or who are on like Medicaid, who are genuinely in a situation where they aren't even able to afford insurance, that those programs are meant for.
I have one last question. I heard that hospital bills don't really, destroy my credit score. What if I just not pay?
I have heard of. I can't speak to credit score. I have zero knowledge about like banking and all that stuff. So I'm not going to speak about that because I don't know anything about that stuff, like how hospital bills and stuff like affect that. But if you don't pay, I'm not going to like sit here and advocate for you to not pay, because I'm sure that there's ways that they're going to try to get their money. They could probably get you in legal trouble and stuff like that. But I've heard of people who have not paid their medical bills for a while, and not a lot has come of it. But once again, I don't know. It depends on the hospital, probably. Like some hospitals will probably get you to. They might be a little bit more aggressive about getting you to pay.
Okay. People
in chat are saying that medical bills don't do anything to credit score. So I mean, do what you will with that information, I suppose. But
they just get pissed.
But
do they send debt collector? I don't want two fucking big man coming in knocking on my door.
I have no idea. I wish I could tell you more, but I'm not gonna speak about something I don't know. So
right.
I don't know if they'll.
Yeah. Let's be honest. Yeah. They sell it to collectors, right? It's gonna be cheaper.
Yeah. So before medical school, I worked.
Yeah. Go on.
So before medical school, I worked for a year as like a medical assistant at like an urgent care center. And a lot of that, like I was working sometimes at like the front desk and stuff like that. I was on the phone with insurance companies. The policy there, and I can't speak if this is the policy at the hospital or not. That was a private urgent care, and the policy there was like if someone wasn't able to pay, then they could be sent to like what we call in collections, and that's when they can like they would contact like a collection, like a debt agency or something like that, to I guess get the money somehow. I don't know how that stuff worked.
I mean, what can they even do? They can't do much, right? If I am not willing to pay, they can't do much.
I mean, if you get put in collections, I think there is probably stuff like that. At that point, like legal stuff could get involved and things like that. But once again, I have no idea if that's going to happen in your case. I don't know. I would, I'm just here to learn the medicine and the science. I don't know too much about like the administrative side of things. So,
They have a salary, dumb fuck. They will siphon it directly from you. You have how?
What do you mean?
Garnish my wage? All right, listen.
Yeah, there's legal ways that they could. I'm sure that they can do it, and once it goes to collections, they can like get like the government agencies and stuff involved too. I think.
For this much
I
amount?
just know that it's.
It's not that much
and you go in collections. Yeah, but if you don't pay and you go in collections, I think they can. The only thing I know is that like it's not good to go in collections. That's all I know. I don't know what the process is by which they get their money. But I just
before.
You've been in for medical bills or for other things? Okay.
Nah, for other things I purchased, and it didn't take stuff from my bank because my bank did not have any money. But I got the item already, and they kept emailing me, and I was gonna pay it, but I just delayed it. I just kind of ignored it and I forgot. I said I'm gonna do it today, but I forgot. And later on I got phone call from collector saying, yo motherfucker, you gonna pay or what? They said that. And I said, what are you talking about? And they said, you have this amount, you're gonna pay or what? Or do we have to come knock on the door? And I said,
yeah,
I will pay. And then I paid that same day.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why really important, I would say, to pay your bills on time. Yeah, I wish I had more information, but I don't, unfortunately, about this. Oh, speaking of which, today I have a little bit of a story for you. I was seeing this week. I mean, last week I was with the stroke service in neurology. This week I'm more like in the clinic setting and outpatient setting. But I was seeing a patient today, kind of an elderly. I would say like in her late 60s lady. She was having some cognitive. She had some concerns like trouble finding words, things like that. So I gave her the same test that I was giving you on I gave you on stream the other day.
Right.
The Kochman test. She scored a 37 out of 38 on it. So
Listen,
the whole time
all I'm telling you this right now is if you do the test off stream, I will do much better. I did it on stream, and in stream I act dumb. On God, I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, I think that could have definitely played into it. I'm not gonna. I'll give you that, but I mean, I can't give you the same.
Like
the same test. I would not be able to. I would not be able to give you because you already know the questions now. So it's not like
Right.
I could give it the same one, but. I just thought that was kind of while she was taking. When I saw this, when I calculated the score for her, I was just like thinking. I was like, man, this is kind of crazy that she's scoring that much higher. But yeah, just a kind of amusing story from today.
Yeah, did you fucking say I did the same test for 30-year-old and you're much better than him?
No, I did not say that to her. No, I did not.
All right. Okay. Thanks,
man. Yeah. Bottom line is based on your lab tests. I would recommend. I I would recommend taking those like diet, exercise things seriously. You're not in diabetes range, but looking at the LDL, it was like in the 130s, so it's still within your hands. You can still do a lot to bring that down.
Right.
Mainly from like a diet and exercise perspective. So, yeah, I would highly recommend you take that seriously. Like all jokes aside, and yeah.
Yeah, I will definitely. You smell me?
Definitely.
I will
Okay,
let you go.
I gotta go.
Studies.
I
Make
have
sure you
to go
study
study.
well. All right.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
See you, man.
Thanks, bro. Good
Bye.
night. Nice lad. Someone in the chat said I have like 400. What? Hold on. I had 400 credit score. Who the fuck said that? I'm going through the chat. Dumbass don't know how much credit score I have. Pussy? What do you mean by pussy? You don't deserve. What did I miss? Why are you guys calling me pussy? Man, I was reading fucking Erup's chat. I don't know why. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? This you? The fuck is this? Food, data, rent, birria taco, utility. Someone who is good at the economy, please help me budget this. My family is dying. Maybe don't eat birria taco, right, dumbass? It ain't me, bro. I don't eat that much. So, I'm at 815. No, you don't, bro. By the way, my credit score is pretty good. I can't believe this is my bestie. What are you talking about, dumbass? You're like 790. You guys want to see my credit score again? I'll show you. I don't think it affected my credit score that much. Is Credit Karma better for credit score, or is Credit Journey? Oh my god, it went down. It went down by 1. Yeah. I can buy like a house, no? Let me check Credit Karma. I think Credit Karma has different credit score in the past. I don't remember the password. Yeah, I don't remember the password. You know what? Fuck it, I don't care. 791 means you are not total piece of shit. The fuck you mean? I pay all my fucking bills on time. I don't fucking pay minimum monthly at all. Because I don't want to pay the bank. Bank people hates my ass. I don't spend if I know that I cannot pay. You know? I straight away pay what do you call it? Pay the whole amount before the, you know, minimum payment. Lime, what the fuck you talking about, Lime? But again, this month it's I didn't check my bank for a while. It's insane. No, they don't take money. No, they don't retreat. They make money off transaction fee. The fuck you talking about? You have to keep some debt on credit card to build credit. Yeah, I have my, that's why I have my, what do you call that, student loan. My student loan, my bills. So streaming daily, you literally have money stimulation. Just press live on your main retreat. Shut the fuck up, man. Student loan, yeah. Student loan, but no degree. Listen, dumbass. The student loan is for my trade school. Okay? It's not graphic design. It's for trade school. And yes, I do have degree for trade school. It's not degree. It's certificate, which I don't use at all. Too big DI plumber. Went to ITT Tech. The fuck is ITT Tech? You took loan for trade school? Bro, the trade school was so expensive. $18,000. For how much month? 8 months, I think? 8 months. Yeah. I did not say 80. I said 18. 18. So how... I'ma tell you right now. I went to trade school as a plumber, so I always have a backup plan. It is meant for a backup plan. That's it. And yes, I fucking worked for like 2 years as a plumber, as a helper. Fuck, man, not even a fucking junior mechanic. As a helper. You never use it. Lies. Use what? What do you mean by lies? Okay, this bitch is talking too much. What lies? COVID hit, he collected COVID money? Dumbass. My work, there was no work. I worked for fucking 2 years, bitch. I had 2 different plumbing jobs. One was literally a contract, a big ass contract. And I worked in Brooklyn, near Coney Island, for 8 whole months. And after the contract ended, I mean, after everything was done, the plumbing work was done, the renovation basically, they started firing people, and I was the last one to get fired. Not really last one, I was like at the end though. After the contract ended, I was still working with them in different residential area, which was tiring as fuck. Okay. Yeah. And around there I had 2 years turned into 8 months. Dumbass! Trilla, I'm about to fucking kick you out, bitch. Are you listening? Are you fucking listening? I had 2 plumbing jobs. 2 different companies. 8 fucking months I worked as a contract. And after the contract ended, I still worked for 3 more months. And then at the end, they fucking fired me out because they still had a lot of people. And after that, I worked in a in a construction zone site for residential area renovation. I worked there until COVID hit. And even after the COVID news came out, we were still working, but with masks. And after I got sick, and I just took some break, and during that time, what do you call it? They had quarantine, so no one can have work no more. The quarantine was fucking a long time, and then they never really called me back for work. I never really called back as well because I was getting paid from the government, like the stimulus package. And then after the COVID, motherfucker, I just signed up for unemployment because they never reach out to me. So yeah, almost 2 year. Bitches, there's no way Lil Bob has alt channel. Man, shut up. Bro, the benefit days was so nice. Oh my god. I think I was getting paid $600 a week. $600 a week unemployment benefit. 300 for what do you call that? 300 regular and 300 extra for the COVID. I was getting 900. What the fuck? Bro, you better fucking save that shit. Yeah, you gotta be deported for that. The fuck, I did nothing wrong. And I was late to sign up for the unemployment. Everyone signed up already and I was still working. And then at the end I just said fuck it, I'ma sign up too. Plumber that thinks a stud finder is the same as metal detector. Dumbass. I ain't no certified plumber, alright? I was a fucking helper. I was a helper making fucking $15 minimum wage in New York City. It was hard labor. And after... And I was talking to my what do you call it, manager, and he said, I'm gonna increase your, what do you call that? I'm gonna increase your pay. Now I'm getting 16. I negotiated and I was getting $16 now. And then after working with them, with a different company, the second company, for like 4 months, they said I can keep working. I can be a junior mechanic if I work the way I worked. Good news. Because as a helper, I was fucking soldering, what do you call it? Soldering the copper pipe. But again, I don't know. I just don't know what I need to do. Basically, my guy just need to tell me the length I need to cut, and how it needs to be, you know, all the length, because I don't know the code. Length. This guy standing outside Home Depot and taking that work for 15. What? The guy standing outside Home Depot and taking that work for 15. Yeah, but it's a stable job. The Home Depot guy, it's not stable, so they, you know. So at the end of my work, I was getting paid $18. They increased it again, and they said one of my what do you call it? Motherfucker, I forgot the term. Who's the fucking senior guy called in plumber? Mario. Journeyman? No, not journeyman. Foreman, yeah. My foreman said he talked to the manager, because I can't really talk to the manager directly because I don't want to. I want the foreman to Hold on, I have more. By the way, one of the, what do you call it, construction, one of the resident has bed bug. You smell me? And I still had to work. But again, I wore the, what do you call it? You will see. I don't have what I want. All right, here. All right, I got everything. All right, so this was me working in the first area, right? It was actually really fun. This was the contract they took. Look how many people were there. Obviously, I had fun. I had a blast.
Y aquí de pendejo.
What does pendejo mean?
We chilling.
Yep, I was chilling. All of them were working. I'm like, why the fuck should I work that hard? You're pendejo. Okay, cool. All right, and okay, this one. This is what I mean by knee protection. Look at my boots, bro. That's a work boot. Ankle monitor? The fuck? Where do you say ankle monitor, dumbass? Ah, fuck. And this was me wearing the... This was work, by the way. Yep. And this is my gear. Damn! Look at that! I have everything. I'm basically the guy who has all the tools, you know? Shit. I was kind of skinny, no? Clean tools? The fuck you talking about, bro? Yeah, it's new, so what? Skinny, no, but not obese. Okay. I look kind of cute, not gonna lie. Alright, yeah, that's what it is. Damn, look at this. I hated this fucking helmet, bro. I did nothing at work. He did nothing at work. What are you talking about? Demolition? Motherfucker, I was not even in a demolition group and I was demolishing the fucking wall. And because of that, I had this cut. This cut. I literally tore and a lot of blood started gushing out. Can't see shit. Yeah, it's a small scratch but a deep scar. And I after that I had to go to urgent care. And in urgent care, basically the boss paid for it. Nice of him. I think he don't want to get sued, but yeah. And I had to do stitches. By the way, I went to urgent care and they asked me, where did you get this hurt? How did you get this hurt? And I said, in the work site. And then he said, oh, we can't take it if it's work site. We can't check you if it's work site. I don't know why, but yeah. And then I went to different urgent care, and then they asked the same thing, and I said, oh, after work I was walking and then I fell down and I hurt myself. That's what I said. And then I got stitches. Yep, true story. Bro, did you work for an illegal company? I have no idea. By the way, the boss was paying. I think the boss got so much money, and we were basically like low wage income slave. So maybe that's why he was giving us lunch every fucking day. Bro, he gets pizza, like 8 boxes of pizza. And then one day someone complained every time it's pizza, and we literally started getting Mexican restaurant food. Yeah, and then, well, no, not birria though. Complain and gate. Yeah, I mean, I like the pizza more because the Mexican food, there was limited amount. It was tasty, but there was limited amount. I can't go for more. For pizza, bro, I can go again and again, bro. Wait, plumber was getaway to his fatness. What are you talking about? Spend $400 on food to keep your workers minimum wage. I know, bro. And then I asked my foreman in that construction site, I was getting 15, and I told him, yo, motherfucker, you tell me I'm just a fucking helper and I'm doing work that people who get paid more than me does. Why the fuck am I still getting 15? And he said, yeah, I'll speak to the manager. And I said, okay. I never got an update. Yeah. And the guy who said the same thing, complained about the same thing, the foreman literally took him to the boss and were complimenting him, and he got raised. I was pissed, and I told him again, yo, what happened? And he said, yeah, I will speak to the boss. And I said, okay. After there on, I never did no work. I was just doing helper work. Do you know what was helper work? Sit behind someone, looking at his ass crack, and hand him tools that he wants. Yup. That's what I did. And the foreman asked me, yo, why don't you practice more? Why don't you solder and stuff? I said, well, I'm just getting $15. I'm not gonna do anything. You know? And that is exactly why I wasn't doing shit. I was fucking recording people
Y
doing
aquí de
shit.
pendejo.
We're chilling. Why did it even say, oh, Akita Bentejo? That looks like a fake work site. Yeah, whatever, bro. It was a residential area. Oh my god. You have no idea, bro. And people started stealing copper. People started stealing copper pipe, and people were getting fired back and forward. Bro, it's stupid. It's not even an easy lick. Copper don't really cost that much. They take one whole pipe cost, like let's say $100. They steal that same pipe, they cut into pieces, they put it in the bag, and they don't sell it as a copper pipe, they sell it as a copper. So the amount will be like $20, $30. That's it. And then they lost steady income. You know? And also, one of the time, there's two guys, one Mexican and one black. They started fighting. I felt bad for the black guy because I don't know what was happening, right? But all the Mexican grouped up and started complaining. Like, you have no idea. At least 20 people went to the office and said they're not gonna work no more because something they complained, and I was behind them as well. Why? Because I did not want to work, so I went there to protest as well. Yeah, and then the black guy got fired later on. Lazy ass. It's not lazy ass. I'm just a fucking helper. If my mechanic leaves, what the fuck am I gonna do? Just stare at the fucking wall and pipes? No. And by the way, it was not really soldering. It was we had the press tool kit, which was actually really nice. No solder, nothing like that, because it was residential area and they don't want fire, so it was literally press tool. I don't know what it's called. Yep, right here. Oh, it is called press tool pipe. See, I think we had this one. It was something red. And do you know, as a helper in the morning, my job was to carry this, take it to the whole at the top apartment where we were working. By the way, there was elevator, so I don't need to carry it myself. And some pipes at the top. But again, after like first floor, second floor, third floor, I realized how much pipe was needed, and that's the only pipe I got, and I went all the way up. I sometimes cut the pipe with cutting tools, and that's about it. You were just a work mule. I don't give a fuck. Most of it, look, the hardest part is 30 minutes before the work starts. I need to carry the pipe up. Again, I don't carry it alone. I carry it with another helper. There was a lot of helper as well. And after that, that's it. You don't do anything. I just sit, hand what do you call that? Tools, cut the pipe, and that's about it. And eat pizza. Apprentice tense. Apprentice. I was actually having fun. Do you know why? It was because there were so many people in the workforce. Normally in plumbing industry, it's not like that at all. So many people in the workforce, everyone around my age. And I was around 24, maybe 22, maybe, I don't remember. I don't know how old was I when, yeah. And everyone was just fucking enjoying. And later on, after like 5 months, I started fucking I stopped working. I was literally going behind what is that? I was going behind the container where they throw garbage and just hanging out there with some people, some Mexicans. Why? Because all of us are trying to skip work. And when manager comes, do you know what we do? We have bags though. When manager comes, we carry the bags and throw the bags in the bin. And we come out. That's it. Yep. You wonder why you didn't get a raise? Yeah, I asked for a raise, I didn't get it, so I started doing that. I don't think... Bro, at first I was doing so much, and I felt like they was not really caring too much about me. I didn't feel appreciated, you know? Hold on. And also, my fucking trade school and my plumbing trade school was dumb as well. This is what we did. Oh my god, bro. Yep. Hold on, there's more. By the way, this is when there was no teacher.
Wait, that shit would have hit Jack. Jack was out of it.
That was my phone.
Wait, that shit would have hit Jack. Jack was out of it.
He was sleeping, and I kept a speaker right next to him, and then I increased the volume really high. You have no idea, bro. It was so fun. Hold on, let me collect more. Oh my god. And people were starting to fucking fight. Jackass? Why? Why are you calling me jackass for? If that's your phone, how are you recording? Oh. Wait, I don't think that was my phone then. I had similar phone.
Six on my line, they slaughter. Girl on the girl and they eat that topic. Thought she was true, she was fucking the art. Can't tell her never.
This guy was so fucking funny, man. I miss this guy. Look at my whole crew. This motherfucker kept sleeping. All of them are sleeping. Oh my god. I don't know what this is.
Pussy?
Oh, shit. This guy's getting fucking bald.
Yo, young blood, let him know.
You smell like you, Shaq. Curry? Open the door now.
Yo, young blood.
Open the door. Yeah, keep him alive, man.
They were trying to fight.
Let him know, young blood. Hey, this little blood stinks.
Oh, fucking funny. By the way, later on, this guy complained, and his mother came to the school saying, "My boy is getting bullied." Was he getting bullied? I don't think so. This motherfucker talks shit, and then they talk shit, and then he says some bizarre stuff. Really crazy stuff. And then situation happens. Oh my god. I don't think I should be showing this, but I was getting fucking... It's not bullied. It's not bullying though. Yeah, that's fucked up. You're a sissy. Ah.
How do I do it?
He's saying that's how I fight.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
By the way, do you get why I think it's so fun? Do you guys get it? It was so fucking fun. Bitched by everyone. I did not get bitched by everyone.
You do some.
Yep, this is our plumbing school.
Yo, hit your 50 right now, son. I'm not doing shit. You can't do none of this. Let me see something.
I'm just eating and recording.
No. You won. You won.
Look at me. I'm fucking eating and saying you want.
Mustafa, he hit your hand. Do something.
Oh my god, I'm instigating. Yo, do something. He hit your hand. Oh my god. By the way, that day I almost made them fight. I think I have it. Fucking comedy. It was so boring, so yeah, you can't blame me. I went plumbing around 2018, I see.
Stick to your mother. That's fucked up. Throw that shit, man.
Oh my god, I am not a good person. I'm a instigating bitch. For my own entertainment. It's uploading, it says. Damn, this is taking long. Imagine showing middle school kids this to make them lock in school. Shut the fuck up. Damn. Oh, I thought it was. What the fuck? Fucking still loading. Oh. I actually took a Snapchat during when I was taking US tests. Is it the same? No. I don't know how you passed, bro. It was literally just 3 answer. Just 3 question. By the way, while I was going to plumbing, I was also going to that bakery job. So I can pay for the plumbing. Right here.
What?
I told you. What I told you.
What the fuck? It's upside down.
What? I told you. What I told you.
I thought punch you in your face.
You're alright. Kiss now.
What I told you. What I told you. What I told you. What I told you.
Look at him trying to
One star.
What I told you.
Oh. Try it, you fucking pussy.
I'm the instigator, bro.
You even miss. What the fuck?
No.
Look at him. Look at him. Oh my
Just
god.
bought you new Calvin Klein, that's why.
That's why, yeah, that's why there's more to some new drawers. Yo, listen, man. I'll help you get your girl back. If you help me get your mom. Said it was your mother.
Listen, when you talk about my mother, I grew up. You don't stick to your mother. That's fucked up. Throw that shit, man.
Yo, don't get his ass whooped.
Throw that shit.
I had a cold, what do you call it? Cold throat. Sore throat. Your accent got worse? Man, shut up, bro. Yeah, that's about it. There's some more, but all of those are private. Oh. Hold on, one last thing. I think I showed this before already, but yeah. Trade school jug ring. What do you mean?
Oh shit! Oh, wait. Remove the shit.
Alright, let's go. This was the most fun I had in TwitchCon. By the way, that's Coco. If you guys didn't know. One punch, he landed. Yeah. Yo, should I show you why he landed the punch? This is Asian Andy. He was trying to get a fist bump, not fight. Oh! And this motherfucker just punched. Oh my god. I think this was 2019, I think.
Oh shit! Oh,
and he was falling down because of his socks.
wait. Remove the shit.
Piece of shit, yeah. Yo, give me a fist bump. Oh, here we go, fist face. All this, yeah.
Want bread? Here, bread. Nah, my bread. Nah. Here, I'm joking.
By the way, this was 2019 and I was using the "ka" term. I'm telling you, Irab fucking stole everything from me.
You want bread? Here, bread. Nah, my bread. Nah. Here, I'm joking.
You think you invented "ka"? No, but Irab took the influence from me, is what I'm saying. I was like a Snow White, you know? Oh my god. What the fuck did I just do? Hey, what up, Cole? You want it? Hey, what up, Cole? You want it? Alright, this is the last one. After this... He definitely said it in that video. What are you talking about? I don't use any shit. Cole, you want this, Cole? I don't give shit for free, Cole. You want this, Cole? You... Oh, no! Oh my god, no! Hey, what up, Cole? You want this, Cole? I don't give shit for free, Cole. You want this, Cole? You... Oh, no! You sound so fart. What the fuck is a fart? No! Alright, that's about it. Fun life I had. Alright, oh, by the way, what happened? I think he stopped streaming. Why did he stop streaming? I was gonna fucking raid him. Bedtime? He has 4 viewers today. Man.
Alright.
By the way, you guys were fucking making me crack with that maniac emote. Holy crap.
So?
I was fucking laughing and giggling.
I'm like Loki, like.
Axel, can you touch me?
What the fuck?
Question. Can y'all all like bully me for a clip? Would that be calm? And I'd be like, bro, why are y'all playing with me, bro? I'm just sitting here trying to stream and all y'all just bullying me. Should we do that?
What?
Yeah. Alright, give me a second. I'm gonna like, so then people are gonna be feel bad and be like, alright, bro, let me just go.
Should I tell him to...
Please give me a sub.
Oh, by the way, he got affiliated. There's now sub.
Please. Oh my god. Who is calling me?
Wait. Wait, so all that fucking acting for no damn reason?
Please. Oh my god. Who is calling me?
You got affiliate right after that, right? Yeah. Prime affiliated.
Yo. What's up?
Hey, bro. Bro, I had to do it again.
Had to do what?
Bro, I was the one spamming.
Bro, you didn't even wait. Oh,
what
yeah.
the fuck?
I was one of the people that spammed, but now I stopped. That shit
Am
got
I
annoying.
offline?
Clip farm final boss.
No, I'm not. What? Why
No,
did you say I'm
the
offline?
Lil JC one.
Yeah, I know.
Bro.
Try hard.
Bro, my ears is like bleeding right now.
I'm not banned because I know I'm not banned.
Wait, let's see how it happens if I turn it back on. You ready?
Alright, but turn on.
Wait, now
Bro,
it
it's
says
not
I'm
gonna work.
online.
I turned it off. I already told y'all.
What the fuck is happening?
I already told y'all I turned it off. Your mini.
Fucking it.
Should I tell him to go live again and raid him? I think he's in chat. Yeah, he is. I think you guys should say go live. I don't think he will go live though. Live 1 sub equals 1 front flip. What? I don't think he can do front flip. You think he's gonna make it? I'm not messing with him, by the way. Oh my god. Oh wow,
Daniela,
Rose is streaming for a long
Either
after a
Daniela or
long ass
Megan.
time. Is that Lisa?
Danielle. I don't know why I say Daniela.
No, that's not.
No, it is Daniela. You're the fucking fake fan, Danielle. Man, K-pop people or something else.
Oh wow, Dallas has 25 viewers. This guy.
No, mind me to do an action that says something.
That's
about
my
the game.
friend.
Okay, so imagine
Online
this, right?
friend.
Imagine this, right? So, listen.
Should I rate him?
Right.
He's a really nice guy, by the way.
Pretend I'm one of the Nikes, right? Just.
One of what?
Right. I'm gonna give you a bit of a demonstration, right? This is the Nikes.
What the fuck is whatever word he said?
Hold on. Am I like literally? This is the Nikes. Go. Oh. Ass shaking, everything. Like, yeah, no. And then I'm just like, you know, reloading.
I don't.
And get back onto it.
Damn though.
That is gameplay. That is literally it. That is Nikke. That is Nikke for you.
You know a guy named Tenzin, you should avoid that weirdo. Okay.
What are y'all doing? Do I know a guy named Tenzin?
Sitting here enjoying my 7th period taco, looking at my LDL cholesterol.
Yeah? Knew him for many years. A good few years. Back in like my early 2011, 13, 14. Yeah, 2013, 14, 15, around like a very long while. I knew the guy. Not gonna get in depth about it, but yeah.
Why not? Oh my god.
You died instantly. Hurry up and burst. What are you doing?
He's not embarrassed. I didn't do anything.
Yeah, I died. Don't worry. I'm probably one of the worst Nikkes, bro. It's like, I have a good ass,
what are you
but
talking about?
I have like the worst fucking burst in the whole entire game. Teaching us so much knowledge. I am so sorry.
You got something to tell us? Nope, I have nothing to tell you. Should I rate him? He's a really nice guy though.
If
like,
I did,
extremely nice.
I'm not sure if I can right now.
I don't know about now though,
could,
but during that time.
I could play Nikke. I could play Nikke on stream.
I don't know, y'all got some
freaky
freaky locks. Listen,
what type of gun would Nikke Sai use?
Dumbass chat. It was 2000.
Play a fucking game! Play a fucking game!
It was 2000 what? I don't fucking know. 2012. I think I met him 2013. We have like 5 groups. We started playing 2012, 2011. Nice game stream. Thanks, bro. Alright, nevertheless. Thank you guys for joining. It is... Yes, it's gaming channel, but it's fine. Sometimes it is fine, brother. Alright, I hope you guys enjoy this day. Yeah. I can't say much. Alright. And now, band is near. And so I face. No one asked for this. Yes, you did. The fuck you talking about? When the Austin stream start next week? I'll be there next week. Simu is gonna come too, so I definitely want to stream a lot. But again, I have a new project going on. I don't know how much I can stream, but I will try to stream as much as possible. A life that's full. I travel respond to this. And every highway.
fucking sister comes here, I know how she is. If she even thinks about destroying that puzzle, I will put her out.
My way.
Okay.
The fuck do you mean by that?
Alright. I had a feeling. Bye. But then again, too few to love you guys. Thank you guys for joining. I actually appreciate you guys. Actually, you guys were fun today. Bye. And saw it through.